how I earn 10% in passive income on my crypto through staking. In this video, I'm going to be going through my CRO, Bitcoin and Ethereum stakes, showing you how much interest I'm earning per year. And I'm also going to be touching on the changes to Crypto.com's Crypto Earn feature, which is their staking feature. There's some changes that are coming into play from the 4th of April. So I'm going to run through those as well as part of this video. A massive thank you to Crypto.com for sponsoring this video. That's the platform that I use to buy crypto and stake crypto, as I'm going to show you shortly. If you do want to sign up and get $25 of free crypto, use the first link in the description. But now let me show you how I'm earning 10% on my crypto.
Here comes the money.
So if I go into the Crypto.com app, this is what the platform looks like. If I go into my CRO balance, which is just over 10,000 CRO, and then scroll down, you can see I've got a CRO stake of 10,222 CRO, which is 3.2k in pounds. This is part of the Crypto.com card. For over a year, I've been using the Ruby Steel card, but I've recently just upgraded to the Royal Indigo card, which gives me 10% interest on that staked amount, on that £3,200. As long as I keep it staked, I'm going to be earning 10% in CRO, in passive income, just by holding it. Obviously, I haven't actually got the physical card yet. It's been dispatched, so once I do get the physical card, I'll make a video on it. But this card, this Ruby Steel card, is now redundant. I've now got the Royal Indigo card, and that gives me 10% on that CRO that I've staked. And assuming I keep this money locked up, I'm going to continue to receive that 10% interest on that balance. If I then come back to my accounts homepage and then go into Crypto Earn, you can see I've also got 3 other stakes, one for CRO, one for Bitcoin, and one for Ethereum, earning me between 6 to 6.5%. If I click the question mark in the top corner, you can see exactly what interest you can earn on each crypto based on the type of card you have. So previously I had the Ruby Steel card, and if I scroll down there, you can quickly see the rates that you get offered on different cryptocurrencies. If I then toggle it, which I now will hopefully have the Royal Indigo card soon once it comes in the post, then you get slightly higher interest rates on things like Bitcoin and Ethereum. So I've got nearly £5,000 locked up here, all for 3-month periods, and they're earning me on average 6.5%. And this is then on top of the CRO I've got locked up for the Royal Indigo card, which is also earning me 10%. So a lot of interest is being made here just simply through staking crypto. And yeah, my thought process is I try and keep a lot of my crypto offline, because if it's offline on a hardware wallet like a Ledger Nano X, for example, it's safer and it's in your control. But any crypto I do keep online, rather than just, when I say online, I mean on an exchange, like a platform like Crypto.com, any crypto I do keep online, I obviously want to do something with it. I don't want to let it be sitting there doing nothing. I'd rather stake it, lock it up, earn some interest, and get a bit of passive income. And all of this money that is staked, the amount is paid weekly. So for example, with the 10% stake on the CRO card I mentioned on the £3,200, I get 10% across the whole year, and that is then paid weekly. So that is how that works in practice. That is my Crypto.com Crypto Earn stakes and how I'm earning some passive income. Now I want to quickly run through the changes to Crypto Earn, which is Crypto.com's staking feature in the app, and how that may impact you going forward from April the 4th, which is when it comes into play.
Oh my God, okay, it's happening. Everybody stay calm.
There's a few useful links I'll leave in the description if you want to read from yourselves, but to quickly go through them, this is the main article that was released by Crypto.com. As you can see, there's changes to Crypto Earn, new tiered rate structure, and higher rewards for select tokens. So the main change is here, where you can see tier 1 and tier 2 rates. So as we just saw on my app, I'm earning 6.5% on Ethereum. The previous, how it works at the moment is, if I have £100 or £100,000, I will earn 6.5% on that Ethereum. The change now is that there's different tiers. So you'd only earn that 6.5% on Ethereum on the first $30,000, which is around £22,000, £23,000. And then anything above that $30,000 mark, you then get half of the rate. So using that example, you'd get 6.5% on the first $30,000, and then after that, it would then be cut down in half to 3.25%. But this only impacts the fixed terms. So with Crypto.com, you can lock up your money for 3 months, 1 month, or not lock it up and keep it flexible. If you're keeping it flexible, there's no impact. It's only the 1 month and 3 month fixed rate where that rate is then cut in half. So there probably will be some cases where if you have an insane amount of money, hundreds of thousands of pounds, it could be cheaper to use the flexible rate because that doesn't get cut in half, as opposed to the fixed rates, because they do get cut in half. Says here the new tiered rates are only applicable from the date onwards, so the 4th of April onwards. So my stakes that I've got locked up, any stakes that you've got locked up, they will still earn interest until the end of their period. They're not going to be affected, but, and it says here, the value of those allocations will count towards the quota. So whilst all the stakes that you currently have, they'll stay at the same rate of interest, they will count towards this quota for the tier 1 rate of $30,000. Second link now, and this is a bit more detailed. I won't go through all of this, but this is from the help part of their website, and it goes into the new changes in a lot more detail. So this is the table that you're probably going to be most interested in, and it shows you the rates based on what you're staking. So here you have 4,000 or more, that's essentially the Royal Indigo or Jade Green card or more, and then if it's less, that's essentially the Ruby Steel card or less. So I have the Royal Indigo card, so I'm looking at these final 3 columns, and you can see there the rates. So Ethereum's increasing slightly from 6.5 to 7%, Bitcoin staying the same, CRO staying the same. In general, there's not a huge amount of change in the interest rates you'll earn. Some have increased slightly, some have fell slightly. I think the big one that people are talking about is that stable coins, which essentially a stable coin is pegged to the dollar, so it should stay just at a dollar. There shouldn't be any gain or loss. They have fell quite a bit from 8, 10, 12 to 4, 8, 10. So that's the big change, although personally I don't have any stable coins, so it doesn't impact me, but of course that may impact you. Go to this table and see how it may impact you. I think overall, other than stable coins, the changes in the interest rates aren't massive, but the big thing is that obviously once you get over that $30,000 quota, then these rates are then cut in half, which could significantly reduce the amount of interest you're earning if you have more than $30,000 on Crypto.com's platform. Now, this is the directional travel of a lot of the other platforms. Celsius and BlockFi have also cut their rates. I think it's just the way that it's going. A lot of these crypto companies want you on board, but then obviously they can't offer such high interest rates. It becomes unsustainable, which is why I think, yeah, it's only natural to see a scaling back in the rates, which isn't ideal for us, but I think it's expected to happen. And the fact that all the crypto companies are moving together, I guess it makes sense. It'd be weird if all the other ones did and Crypto.com didn't. They're very much moving with the other companies like Celsius and BlockFi to lower their interest rates. I'll also leave this handy link in the description, which essentially what you can do is you can choose what you're going to stake. For example, Bitcoin, you can see you're going to stake, say you got £1,000, you're locking up for 3 months, and you have 3,000 CRO staked. So you have the Royal Indigo or Jade Green card. You can see how much you would earn and the interest rate. The important thing is now, anything over $30,000, that rate is going to be cut in half when it comes to fixed terms. Of course, flexible terms, you earn a low rate of interest, but that won't be cut in half. So that's something important to realize. I'll leave this link in the description as well, so you can calculate your own reward based on your personal situation and see how much it may impact you. But I just wanted to summarize now with a few sort of key points that I've jotted down. So this move from Crypto.com is in line, as I mentioned, with other platforms like Celsius and BlockFi. It only applies to fixed rate terms, so 1 month and 3 months, and doesn't apply to any flexible rate terms. Obviously the flexible rate terms give lower rates, but there can be cases where, because the flexible rate doesn't get cut in half, if you have a load of money, it could work out more efficient to use the flexible rate. The big change, anything over 30k USD gets 50% of the rate they previously got. So of course, the more money you then have locked up on this platform, the lower average rate you're going to get. I think an important thing to realize is if your crypto absolutely shoots up after staking, that will take up your tier 1 allocation. So if you stake $20,000 and then a month later that crypto has increased to $30,000, that's your whole tier 1 quota used. So if you'd had another stake, you would then be using your tier 2 quota, and you'd obviously get half of the rewards. But similarly, if that crypto then came back down, so went from 20 to 30 and then back down to 20, that then frees up $10,000 of that quota again. So it can almost work both ways. If your crypto shoots up massively, it's good because you've obviously made a gain, but it's bad because you then use all your tier 1 quota. If the crypto drops massively, it's bad because you made a loss on paper, but then it's good because you free up more of your tier 1 quota to earn higher rates. So it sort of works both ways, and obviously you can't control what the price is going to do. You can also split money to utilize the full tier 1 rate, and this is the wise thing to do. If you just say have 20,000 that you're currently staking and you're earning tier 1 rewards, if you set up another stake for 20,000, all of that 20,000 will earn tier 2 rates, which is why it's wiser in this situation is have the 20k earn in tier 1, then start a new stake for 10k, which will also earn tier 1 rewards, and have the other 10k earn in tier 2 rewards. So then you're essentially making use of the full 30k quota. And the reason why I'm saying that is because once you lock in that stake, you then earn that rate of interest for the whole time period. So for the 1 month or the 3 months when it comes to these fixed terms. So it's much better if you have 20k to have a 10k stake to make use of the full tier 1 quota, and then anything else will then earn tier 2. And that wraps it up. So that is my Crypto.com stakes and how I'm actually earning some interest myself, and also the changes to the Crypto.com crypto earn feature, which is coming into play from April the 4th. Hopefully this video has helped you understand it a bit more. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching, and if you do want to sign up to Crypto.com, use the first link in the description, or use code Making Money Simple on sign up, and you'll get $25 of free crypto. Thank you very much for watching this video.